Right, it's Wednesday, straight after Vanlife Festival. We have got Dave in, who we met at Vanlife Festival, for an off-grid build. He dropped really lucky with this one. So while we're at Vanlife on the Thursday, we got a cancellation, well, a pushback. So when Dave asked if we could get it done before this weekend for his next festival, we had to. So it's an Auto Trail F70. It's got the standard lead-acid battery system in this. He's already upgraded a solar panel, but it's still not big enough. So we're going to take that one off that is fitted, fit an even bigger panel, a couple extra panels on the back. So he's going to have, on this one, he's going to have 900 watts of solar, accompanied by a Fogstar 628 battery, a servo with a touch 7 to cover up his existing holes from his old controllers. On top of that, we've got DC to DC charging, the solar control score with the solar panels, and we are doing a little bit of automation on this one. We are making it so that his fridge turns on and off depending on battery voltage and how much solar is getting generated. That's going to get done through the servo and a little Shelly smart switch, which is on the new VRM integrations on the Venus OS. So we've had Rai up on the roof this morning stripping the panels down. This is one of them. That's the other one. There's Dave. And inside we've got Jack on with just stripping the Sergeant unit down. So because it's a slightly older Sergeant system on this one, we've got him tearing down the unit. We've got to take out the battery charger, take out the mains feed in there, just so we can disable it because it's not on the outside like some of them are. Steve's already made in here the battery box and the cover for the battery where all the Victron equipment's going to get mounted. So yeah, well and truly on this one. Dave wants it done for tomorrow. Shall we see if we can get it done for him or not? So tell us how you know about us.
I was talking to Conrad from
7 in a Bus.
7 in a Bus,
yeah.
And he was telling me all about you, how well you installed their system.
That's nice to hear.
And he said he felt, you know, no one could beat you for professionalism and
cheers, Conrad.
friendliness. So he brought me over to and introduced me to you, Sam.
Yeah.
And we did a deal from there on.
Yeah, so we had a chat. We came over, me and Steve came over to your motorhome, didn't we, at Vanlife Festival. Had a look round. You showed us what you'd done already, what you wanted out of it. So we managed to spec a little system up while we were there, agreed a price for it, and then you sprung it on me. Well, I need it done by next weekend. So fortunately you got lucky with that one, and we did have a cancellation, and here you are, sat in his waiting room having a cup of tea, coffee, so a bit of TV, and yeah,
I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed with your setup here.
No, thank
very
you.
Very professional, and no sluggish workmen out there.
No, we've got 3 on it at the minute, haven't we?
Yeah, all jumped in onto the job to get it done for me in the time scale and need at the right price. Yeah, absolutely delighted with what's up to now. And
brilliant. So hopefully these guys can do a good job for you and can be equally as impressed once it's done.
Yeah, and I'm impressed with you. Impressed with the how you explained it to me, and how you were going to do the installation, etc. So I've got no blank spots now.
Once the install's done, we'll run you through showing it you. But we were at Vanlife and we had that demonstration trailer. Managed to show you on the trailer, didn't we? Yeah. What you were going to see.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So we'll crack on and get done.
So I'm very impressed, and you've made me very comfortable with a coffee here now. So just waiting for the breakfast now and the lunch.
There's a local cafe around the corner. She's all right, to be fair.
But very impressed indeed with your setup and your company and your friendliness, but professionalism with it, and that's most important.
Thank you very much.
It's no good people being friendly unless they come over as a professional company, which you absolutely do.
Thank you very much. Right. Right, Dave, tell me why you wanted to go to an off-grid setup instead of your lead-acid batteries you've got in there.
Well, one thing, for instance, the LPG's getting harder to, the bulk fill at garages is getting harder to obtain, particularly in the area I live. I'm always 90% of the time off-grid, so I thought to myself, well, rather than have a reasonable system that I put in myself, I'd prefer a proper professional system which can run on basically 240 permanently.
Yeah.
I do realise there are limitations with the sun, etc. But I wanted to run my air conditioning and so forth, and I feel that we'll be running on 240 or 230 permanently.
Yeah, and I think the system that we're putting in there should hopefully give you 90% of that. Like obviously we've explained the limitations of the aircon, but when it's sunny and you want the aircon on, hopefully you'll be generating enough power to pretty much cover that aircon usage.
Well, as I've pointed out to people, they said, well, you know, will there be enough sun to run the aircon? I said, well, when there's not enough sun, I don't need the aircon.
That's right.
End of story.
But it should be a bit colder at that point, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Right, that's Dave's build pretty much done. Guys are just hoovering up inside now. Steve and Ryan have done a cracking job on this one. This one had our standard off-grid system, so it's a 628 Fogstar battery, 3 kVA MultiPlus, 2 different solar controllers. We've had 2 different sets of panels up on the roof, an Orion XS for while you're driving, and a servo for monitoring. Dave's not too fond of apps. That's about right, isn't it, Dave? Don't want no apps on the phone. Yeah. So because you don't want to use the apps on the phone all the time, what we've done, we've installed the Touch 70 touchscreen. Done something a little bit clever on this one. So we're using Shelly switches now inside the Node-RED integration. So what we can do is, in this particular case, Dave wants to maximise energy efficiency. So what we've done, when the enough sun's out and the battery's above 50%, we're going to switch the fridge onto mains power, and then when those criteria isn't met, we'll turn it off and it'll automatically switch back onto gas using the AES facilities of the fridge. One thing that we're also doing is Dave's already installed some cooling fans for the back of the fridge for when it's extremely hot. We're also going to install them onto a Shelly switch so that when it's hot outside, based on whatever temperature parameters we put in there, the fans are switching automatically, save Dave having to remind himself that he needs to turn the fans on to help the fridge cooling and make it more energy efficient. So yeah, a nice couple of little integrations on this one. Those were Dave's recommendations. Dave asked for those. Can we do it? Of course we can. Do what you want to split charge. So yeah, we'll show you around the build, and we'll let Dave get on his way. Been with us for 2 days. Got here at 7 o'clock yesterday morning. Leaving at 3 o'clock, 3:30 today. Good job on this one. So we're going to pass you up to Dave. Dave's going to tell you all about the experience, what he's found, how he's found it being with us, and see what he's got to say. Right, Dave, over to you.
I was recommended by Conrad from 7 in a Bus, and he took me over to see Sam, and we discussed my specifications, and it was just a tentative inquiry at the time, but I was so impressed with them that I decided to go with them for a quote, and they quoted me very reasonable within the parameters I wanted. They've done a very, very fast and efficient job. I'm very, very impressed. I think the price was very reasonable for the amount of work they've put into it. Very professional, very friendly. I just can't fault them at all in any way whatsoever. So that's basically it really. The installation looks absolutely fantastic.